Welcome back, Raider fans. We got our third Big Rivers Conference duel tonight where we're featuring your Hudson Raiders taking on River Falls Wildcats. Tonight's duel is going to start at 125 pounds. Big conference duel for the Raiders. In my opinion, the biggest competition for our Raiders this year is River Falls, and probably Chippewa is probably a little bit above River Falls. River Falls has lost to Chippewa this year. I think it was about a 41-21 or something like that. Nonetheless, conference, pretty much our arch rivals, so it should be a good competition all night long. All right, first up, we got 125 pounds where we're going to see junior Michael Wolf out of River Falls taking on sophomore Tanner Owens of Hudson.
Once again, 125 pounds for Wildcats, junior Michael Wolf.
And here we go, 125 pounds. First match of the night between the Raiders and the Wildcats. Tanner on the year in the latest Wisconsin Wrestling rankings is an honorable mention, taking on Michael Wolf, which is not ranked at this time. Tanner does get the first 2 points of this match. Takes an early 2-0 lead with a minute and a half to go in the first. Tanner looking for a little arm control, maybe looking for an arm bundle here. Right on the edge of the mat, nothing much happening, and out of bounds we go, and we'll get a reset with 1:08 to go in the first period. Tanner has a 2-0 lead. Coaches are telling them to cut him. It's going to be 2-1 now. We'll start the restart on our feet. Tanner goes in looking for a single. Got to bring it up. Got to come up with it. Wolf trying to scramble, and Tanner does get another takedown. Takes a 4-1 lead with 50 seconds to go in the first period. 4-2 now. Tanner cuts him again. Tanner looking for another takedown and back points. Does get it. 6-2 now. Near fall coming. Owens looking for a fall. There it is. Tanner Owens of Hudson wins by fall over Michael Wolf of River Falls. That's going to give the Raiders an early 6-0 lead. Next up, we got one of the best wrestlers out of the River Falls, or on the River Falls team at this time, Logan Cudd. Logan is ranked 10th in the state right now at 130 pounds. Junior, taking on Hudson's freshman, Austin Koski. This will be a big test for Austin. Let's see what the freshman has against the number 10 ranked kid in D1 right now. Austin looking for a head throw. Doesn't work. Did we get two? We did get two. Cud does take an early 2-1 lead now. An escape was given. Now we're going to get another takedown. It'll be 4-1. Cud cuts him again, 4-2 now. Koski in looking for a nice double. Oh, if he could just get a little bit lower and drive through that. He was in nice and deep on that takedown. Cud goes in on a single. Koski looking for a head and arm. Cud takes him down, takes a 6-2 lead now with 1:14 to go in the first. Cud looking to throw the legs in, gives up on that. Cud looking to try to bar him up now. Austin's got to look where he's at, gets out of bounds. 52 seconds to go, 6-2, favor of Cud still. Looks like Cud's gonna cut him. (6-3) now with 40 seconds to go in the first. Austin still in this match. Big takedown here. Cud goes in looking for a nice fireman does. Koski takes Koski right to his back. Koski trying to fight off. Does a nice job. Cud does get two near fall. Score is 10-3 now with 19 seconds to go in the first. Koski looking for a bar, or Cud looking for a bar, I'm sorry. Austin doing a nice job of fighting it off, and that's how the first is going to end. Logan Cud will take a 10-3 lead into the second. Koski's got choice, chooses down. Cud looking like he may cut him. Nope, he's going to ride. That goes right in, looking for some hand control, right into a half. Koski tries to swim out of it. Austin does a nice job. Escape was not given, so this will not be a takedown. He can. No change, still 10-3 with 1:30 to go in the second. Cud trying to bar it up. Koski's doing a nice job trying to come up to his feet. We get a potentially dangerous call. We'll get a restart with 1:19 to go. Austin doing a nice job fighting off that bar. Gets that bar and get to your base. And you're able to move your hips away from that, thus not get in it. Now Cud looking to throw the legs in on Austin. Logan Cud being coached by his brother Brady Cud. And we get a stalemate with 53 seconds to go. Koski's got to learn something from that. Cud may want to try to throw those legs in again, so he's got to get up and out of there, get some hand control. Cud goes right back to looking to throw the legs in. Cud trying to break Koski's hips, unable to do so right now. Koski doing a nice job of fighting off that leg ride. Ref sitting there looking, may get another stalemate. Oh. Down to the final 15 seconds of the second period. Still 10-3. Koski's got to work back to his base here. Keep his head up. Do a nice job turning his hips away. Cud looking to dig out that arm again. That's how the second period ends. 10-3 still. No score in that second period. Koski did a nice job. All right, Cud's going to choose neutral in the third, looking to try to get some more team points. Koski in on a nice looking single. Let's see if he can finish this here. Cud coming around behind. If he can hip over and turn into him. Oh, a freshman mistake there, almost. That'll be 2 takedown for Cud and 2 near fall. That'll take it to 14-3. It is a major decision at this point. 4 points away from a tech fall. Minute 29 to go in the third and final period, 130 pounds. Cud looking to cradle him now. We're getting a stalling warning on Koski. Give him one there. No. Said they still had control going out of bounds. 53 seconds to go. Looks like Logan Cud's gonna cut him. He does. 14-4 now. Koski in nice and deep again, but he just can't quite finish. Cud able to keep his arms in, which is what he needs to do, and able to fight him off, fight off that double leg shot. Logan looking for a fireman. He's got a belly down out of that. Cud does get the near fall, but I'm not sure. No, we got near fall coming. Koski fighting out, does a nice job. Let's see what we got here. We got a 16-5 after all that. Koski doing a nice job fighting off the tech fall and fighting off the pin. That is how it's going to end. Logan Cud of River Falls wins by a score of 16-5 over Austin Koski of Hudson. That's going to bring the team score 6-4 now in favor of your Raiders. Brings up 135 pounds. We're going to see freshman Eric Dartish out of River Falls taking on Colia Hawksford, sophomore, out of Hudson. Well, the Hudson wrestlers over there reporting, but I do not see the River Falls opponent over there yet, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Looking at the match score.
Oh, they're checking the match score from the last match with that big flurry of scrambling we had going on there. Looks like they're going to make it 18-5, which does not change the team score. That's still a major decision. Team score is still 6-4 in favor of your Raiders. River Falls yet to throw anybody up there at 35. Don't know what they're doing. I see a wrestler ready to go. Looks like they're going to forfeit. Yep, they're going to forfeit. So Colia Hawksford wins by forfeit over River Falls, bringing the team score 12-4 now and brings up 140 pounds. Let's see who River Falls, who they announce they throw out there. Who did they say that was? I'm not sure who our opponent is out here at 140 pounds. I couldn't quite understand, Dean, what he said. But for your Raiders, you got junior Ryan Smith. So let's see what's going on, because when they announced the lineup, they showed a forfeit at 152 to Crane. maybe they're gonna bump everybody up now. But this is not the 135-pound wrestler that they have on the roster. Nonetheless, Smith has a 2-0 lead with 1:25 to go. In the first period, 140 pounds. I thought I heard River Falls coaching staff or team say Adam, but we don't have a JV roster, so I'm not sure who we have for River Falls. Schmitty breaking them down, trying to get a bar in there. Now Ryan switches off into a half. Minute to go in the first, still 2-0 in favor of Smith. Smith still trying to dig that half in there. Smith's got to drive his opponent forward. We always talk about it, forward and angles, allowing him to get up to his base, allows him to stay in a good power formation and turn away from them halves. Now Schmitty's got it. Oh, he's got to keep running it. Keep that pressure on. Oh, he was so close. Now he switches off into a bar. Down to the final 10 seconds of this match. Does not look like we'll get any near fall. And that is how the first period ends. Ryan Smith will take a 2-0 lead over his River Falls opponent. Schmitty's got choice, defers. River Falls is going to take top. Well, Schmitty's got to think to himself now, why is this guy choosing top on me? My guess he's a good leg rider, cradler, something of that sort. Schmitty up quickly. Ryan swims out, looking to come out the back door. And does. 4-0 now in favor of Ryan Smith. Minute 45 to go in the second. Schmitty goes right into that bar. Got deep waist bar working here. Oh, he's got him nice and flat. Oh, he's got to run that now. He's got to take that shoulder and put it in his opponent's ear. He's looking, he's getting close. Oh, and he gave up on it. Ryan's still working for that bar. Still got plenty of time. Got to take. So close. He's got to scoop back now. He's getting high. He can slide back. Oh, he got a 1 count. Schmitty looks like he may have an arm bundle. We did get a 2 count. Schmitty is working on the arm bundle now. Has a 6-0 lead with 45 seconds to go. And we got blood time. All right, we're back after that blood time, and we did find out the name of the River Falls wrestler. It is Alex Bodie. Don't know what grade he's in, but at the moment, Schmitty's got a 6-0 lead with 42 seconds to go in the first. Looking for a 2-on-1 tilt here. Now he's going to go into a bar. Schmitty looking to run that half again. Bodie doing a nice job. Schmitty's got to keep him flat. You can see how Bodie gets his hips up, which does not allow Schmitty to turn him. He's got to be real careful here. Very close to locked hands there. That's how the second period ends. 6-0. Schmitty's choice, I believe. Schmitty will start the second period down. Got a 6-0 lead. For sure looking to get at least 2 more points to put us into a major decision. Another team point. Schmidt quickly up to his feet. There it is, 7-0 now. Schmidt goes in looking for a single. Bodie counters with a quarter Nelson. Schmidt's just got to keep working this. Keep circling, keep working it. Try to go across into a double if you can. Got to keep, no, he's got to keep his head on the inside. Not in a good position right now. He's extended on his knees and taking all of Bodie's weight. We get a stalemate with 1:24 to go. We get a caution out of Schmidt, jumping the gun a little bit. Schmidt's got to get a setup going, setup. You just can't dive in. He does, he gets deep. Let's see if he can finish. Bodie picks an ankle. Now he's extended again and he's carrying all of Bodie's weight. Now use that, now turn in. There it is. 9-0 lead now with 56 seconds to go in the third. Does put us into the bonus points. Schmidt looking for an arm bundle here possibly. Still trying to work it. He's going for a crossface, maybe looking for a crossface cradle, and Bodie puts a knee right up into it. He's got to lock it up here. Oh, Bodie gave him the knee. Down to the final seconds of the third. How it's going to end. 140 pounds winner Ryan Smith of Hudson over Alex Bodie of River Falls. That'll bring the team score to 16-4. Should be one of the good matches of the night. 145 pounds, we have 9th ranked Cam Loomis out of River Falls taking on 5th ranked Phil Bates of Hudson. Should be one of the best matchups of the night. At least on paper, they look very evenly matched. Can't remember if Cam wrestled Phil last year. I think Cam was lighter, like 135 last year, but my memory ain't all that great. Both seniors and both ranked. Out of bounds we go with 1:30 to go in the first. Still no score, 145 pounds. Cam looking for an arm drag. Both wrestlers really cautious right now. Not even, really hasn't been a shot yet. Kind of feeling each other out. Both know the quality of their opponent. A little cautious, don't want to make a mistake, but I'd like to see Bates get a little aggressive here and go after Cam. Down to 45 seconds to go. Phil adjusts his headgear. Cam comes in for a shot. First shot of the whole match. Took 1:15 to get that first shot. 42 seconds to go in the first. Still no action. Now Cam comes in looking for a high crotch. Gonna get a restart, and we do with 10 seconds to go. Still no score. like to have seen Phil take that shot. Phil comes in looking for a double, That's how the first period ends. Loomis of River Falls and Bates of Hudson knotted up at zeros. Loomis had choice, defers. Phil is going to start the second period on bottom. All right, here we go. Still no score in this match. Phil quickly up to his feet. Nice job. 1-0 now in favor of Bates. Bates goes in looking for a shot. Loomis is sprawling. If Phil can come down with that right arm, almost had a Kelly set up there. That was a nice aggressive move out of Bates. Right out of the escape, right into a reshot. Gets an ankle pick. Does get a takedown out of it. Leads 2-1 now. Phil trying to get out. That was just a... Phil got caught standing too upright, not in the stance. Loomis just took a big swing and caught that ankle. 4-2 and a 2-1 lead with 1:29 to go in the second. Let's see if Phil can get up and out here just like he did last time. Go right into reversal. Nice job by Bates. Takes a 3-2 lead now. That was a big point out of Bates. As we know, Loomis has got choice in the third and will take bottom, I guess. Phil looking to ride him out, looking to score some near fall. And now with 1:07 to go, we're tied at 3. But Phil's got to have in the back of his mind, Loomis will have choice. Phil's got to quit adjusting that headgear. Every time Phil adjusts his headgear, Loomis takes a shot. Good strategy. He'll quit adjusting his headgear and he stands up. He gets out of his stance. Phil comes in looking for a double, but he's got to get his head out to the side, not get extended. Neither wrestler, now we're going to get a little hand fighting, maybe set up a shot. Two good wrestlers just standing there not touching each other without a setup are not going to get a shot on each other. Now we get a little head. Now Phil goes in looking for a fireman. Phil's got to keep that elbow. There's 2. Oh, nice scramble on the edge of the mat with 11 seconds to go. And that is how the second's going to end. I'm sorry. 3-3 going in the third. Loomis has choice, will take down. Bates looking to run a half. I just got a crab right on. Bates looks for the legs. Trying to sprawl him out here. And we're going to get a stalemate with 1:36 to go. The third and final period, still tied. Bates changes sides this time. Now he's off to the side trying to bar it up. Got his head in there looking for a coffee grinder. If he can get out to that wrist, now drive him forward. Loomis does get the escape with 1:20 to go. Takes a 4-3 lead. Now Bates has got to be looking for that takedown, down by a point with 1:12 to go. And out of bounds we go, 57 seconds. Still 4-3 in favor of Loomis of River Falls. Come on, Phil, he's got to get some shots going here. Loomis going in on a single. Bates fighting, looking for a McCarty. Bates looking for a McCarty here. No, that's not two. No. Oh, they gave him two on the edge of the mat. No way I agree with that call. Well, now Bates has got a towel loader. He's got 38 seconds, and he's down by 3. Bates has got to get out of there in a hurry, get a takedown to tie this matchup. Bates up quickly. There's his escape. All right, he's got 35 seconds to go. Bates in looking for a rush, and now he's got a head tie going. No, I don't know what he was trying to do there. Loomis now takes an 8-4 lead. And that's how it's going to end. Cam Loomis of River Falls wins by a score 8-4 over Phil Bates of Hudson. That's going to bring up 152 pounds, where we're going to see senior Kyle Crane. I don't think River Falls is going to send anybody out there against them. There it is, 152 pounds. Crane wins by forfeit. That's going to give the Raiders a 22-7 lead over the Wildcats. Brings up, should be a good match here too. Over the years they've wrestled quite a few times. We're going to see junior Adam Figge out of River Falls taking on third-ranked junior Nick Larson out of Hudson. Nick, I do believe, is a better wrestler than Adam Figge, but they always wrestle an extremely tight match. Larson goes for a headlock. Figge backs out, and we get a restart. Larson looking for that front head again, trying to get Figge to the mat. Does. I'll see if he can score on this. And does. Larson takes a 2-0 lead with 1:26 to go in the first. Larson looking for a 2-on-1 here. See if he tries to take him back or just cuts him. He cuts him 2-1 now. Larson goes right into a Russian. See if he can score on this. Figge does a nice job fighting that off. Down to 45 seconds to go in the first. Still 2-1 in favor of Larson over Figge at 160 pounds. And like I said at the beginning of the match, Always a close match between these two. Anything can happen. I'd really like to see Larson get a couple of takedowns here and get a little bit of a lead, a little bit of a breather. Both very similar styles, usually defensive styles, leads to these low scores. And low scores brings upsets. One mistake. Figgy looking for a duck under. Down to the final 5 seconds of this period. Larson looked for a single. That's how the first is going to end. Larson takes a 2-1 lead. Figgy will start the second period on bottom. Bones we go, minute 48, still 2-1. Nick's got to control the hips of Figgy. Larson looking for a chin drop, now driving forward, break him down, there. Figgy does a nice job getting his hips back under him though. Out of bounds we go. Larson keeps looking for that 2-on-1 and does cut him. 2-2 now. Minute 27 to go in the second period. All tied up. Larson and Figgy. Out of bounds we go. Minute 3 to go in the second. Not much happening. No real shot attempts. Figgy looks for a high crotch. Larson looking for a go behind. Larson in on a single. Let's see if he can finish here. Right on the edge, and out of bounds we go. Approaching the final 30 seconds of the second period, still tied at 2-2. Larson will have choice going into the third, but he really should get a takedown here. $15 seconds to go in the second. Come on, Nick, let's get a takedown here before the end of this period. And that's the end of the second period. 2-2. Larson has choice and will start on bottom. Caution red. Yep, we do get a caution on Figgy. Larson up to his feet. Figgy takes him down to the mat with his ankle. All right, we still got a minute 54 to go in this third. Still tied up. Figgy's going to cut him. We'll see. River Falls was famous for looking like they were going to cut you. And there he is. 3-2 now in favor of Larson. Oh, Larson in on a single. Looking to finish this. Got an elevated Figgy trying to run the wizard. Oh, and Figgy does come out of it. Minute 16 to go. Still 3-2 in favor of Larson. Figgy's going to be coming now. He knows he needs a takedown to steal a victory here. No stalling warnings yet, but Larson's got to get busy or he's going to get one. 51 seconds to go in this match. Well, we're down to our final 30 seconds. Larson goes in looking. 27 seconds to go. Down to the final 15 seconds. Now Nick's just got to stay in a good stance and fight off the shots. Don't even attempt to take a shot right now. Figgy keeps looking at the clock, knowing he's got to go. And we got 1 second to go. There it is. Nick Larson of Hudson wins by a score of 3-2 over Adam Figgy of River Falls. That'll bring the team score 25-7. Brings up 171 pounds, where we're going to see senior Josh Kinnaman, which I believe is an honorable mention in the latest rankings. Yes, he is. Josh Kinnaman is honorable mention in the rankings at 171. Will take on Hudson's freshman Derek Schindler. Should be a good match for Derek to get a gauge of where he's at in his high school career, or high school season, I should say. Derek has wrestled really well, good and strong so far. Being a freshman at 171 pounds, tough weights to start out in that young. You're wrestling usually a lot of upperclassmen at those upper weights. So they're trying to come with a slide by. Down to a minute to go in the first period, still no score. No real shots yet by either wrestler either. Schindler looking for a fireman there. Kinnaman goes down looking for a front head. Still no score. Not much action going. Makes it a little difficult to talk. 20 seconds ago. Still no score. Still no real decent shot attempt by either wrestler. Derek's looked for a couple of firemen. Kinnaman, being long and lanky, is just sprawled out on him. that is how the first is going to end. 0-0, 171 pounds between Kinnaman and Schindler of Hudson. Schindler will defer. Kinnaman will start the second on bottom. Trying to looking for a reversal here. Derek's got to fight this up. Give up one, not two. Now he's in better position. Come up to his feet. Give him the one. He's got to get his head out of there. Nothing yet. Oh, if he grab his head, here. Nicely done by Mr. Schindler. Does not give up an escape or a takedown. Down to 57 seconds to go. In the first, there's the escape. 1-0 now in favor of Kinnaman. Schindler's still looking for that fireman, but you can't get a fireman from your knees. Oh, Schindler can just drive in now, looking for some back points, and gets the takedown, 2-1. Schindler's just got to hang on here, not give anything up. Oh, he gives up a reversal with 2 seconds to go in the period. Well, he does have choice and is going to choose neutral. Derek Schindler down by a score of 3-2. Again, Schindler just a freshman. Kinnaman a senior, honorable mention ranking. Derek's got to keep his head up. He always gets his head down. Now he's on his knees again looking for that fireman's. Got to get off his knees. Kinnaman running the front quarter on him. Schindler trying to hook a leg. Out of bounds we go. Restart we'll get with 1:12 to go. Down to the final minute. Derek goes for that shot again, but he goes right to his knees. You can't be wrestling from our knees. Derek's got to get it back up. That's better. Get a reshot. If you're going to take a shot, you got to drive through. Can't go to your knees. Off his knees. "23 seconds ago. Still 2-3 in favor of Kinnaman. And he goes right to his knees for the shot. Kinnaman has done absolutely nothing this whole match. That's how it's going to end. Josh Kinnaman of River Falls wins by a score of 3-2. That'll bring the team score 25-10 now. Brings up 189 pounds, where we're going to see sophomore Tyson Bystrom of River Falls taking on senior Art Vinzant. Art is ranked 12th right now at 189 in the latest rankings. Nice scramble right on the edge of the mat. Arthur looking for two, and they roll through out of bounds. Art goes in looking for a single. Bystrom goes right to the front head. Aggressively running a front head. Arthur does a nice job of coming up. Arthur looking for a single, but gets extended and gonna give up two. "56 seconds to go in the first. Bystrom, River Falls with a lead. Vinzant looking for a reversal, doesn't get it, but does get the escape. 2-1 now in favor of Bystrom out of River Falls. Still 40 seconds to go. Let's see if Vinzant can get a takedown and take the lead. Arthur looking for a go behind. Goes right into a single. And on the mat. Out of bounds we go. Down to 24 seconds to go. Come on, Arthur, let's see if we can get a takedown here. Under the final 10 seconds. That's how the first is going to end. Bystrom River Falls has a 2-1 lead over Vinzant of Hudson. Bystrom defers. Vinzant will start second period on bottom. And we got a blood time. All right, we're back after that blood time. Again, second period. Arthur escapes, tied up now, 2-2. Arthur going in for a tie. Arthur looking for the ankle. Now he's got to come up and get two. There it is. Arthur takes a 4-2 lead now with a minute 27 to go in the second period. Oh, there's two. That should be at least two count there. Minute 10 to go. Still 4-2 in favor of Vinzant. Arthur looking to dig out an arm. Does, but he's got to be careful. Gives up the escape. 4-3 now. Bystrom trying to go behind Arthur to take the lead. There it is. 5-4, now it's 5-5 again. 43 seconds to go in the second. Arthur looking for that low ankle. Now he should work up to this. That's 2. 7-5 now with 16 seconds to go in the second. Arthur's just got to ride him out here. And does. Vincent will take a 7-5 lead into the third. Bystrom will have choice though and will take down. Vincent looking to tie up a bar. Oh, gives up on that. Now he goes the other side looking for some hand control. Oh, Arthur's got to be careful. He's got to stay behind the armpits here. Arthur looking for the Okie choke. Doesn't get it. Bystrom gets the escape. 7-6 now. Right on the edge of the mat, and out of bounds we go. Arthur goes in looking for a shot, but is extended. Oh, and he gets a takedown. Oh, it's 8-7 now, 8-8 now. Tied up with a minute to go in this match. Arthur's tying up, maybe looking for a big lat drop here. Doesn't get it, but he does get the 2. 10-8, 47 seconds to go in the third and final period. Arthur's got to break him down. Stay off his hip, trying to gain wrist control. And out of bounds we go at 24 seconds to go. This third and final period. Vincent hanging on to a 10-8 lead. That's how it's going to end. Arthur Vincent of Hudson wins by a score 10-8 over Tyson Bystrom of River Falls. Brings the team score now 28-10. Brings up 215 pounds. We're going to see junior Matt Linehan taking on senior Nathan Eby of Hudson. Here we are, 215 pounds, 15 seconds in. Both wrestlers feeling each other out, got the collar ties going right on the edge of the mat. And out of the bones we go with 1:29 to go. Still no score. 215 pounds. Linehan out of River Falls taking on Eby of Hudson. Linehan's got the old biker shorts hanging out of the uniform there. I thought that was illegal and a penalty point. Anything showing outside your singlet. Nobody said anything at this point. Evie goes in looking for a shot. Linehan trying to run the front head. Now out of the bounds we go. 25 seconds to go. Still no score. And that's going to wrap up the first period at 215 pounds. No score. Evie has choice. We'll take down to start second period. Cool. Evie up to his feet, looking to score the first point of this match. Trying to gain hand control. He's got to look where he's at. And out of the bounds we go. Referee saying something to Linehan, maybe cautioning him on pushing Evie out of bounds to avoid the escape. And we... All right, here we are back. Minute 43 to go in the second. Still no score in this 215-pound match. Evie trying to get up. Linehan goes to the single. And Evie gets away for the first score in this match. 1-0 now in favor of Evie. Minute 25 to go in the second. Both wrestlers in the middle of the mat, pummeling, trying to get position on one another. Out of the bones we go, 49 seconds. Evie comes in with a hard collar tie. There's a lot of leg on this Linehan. Like to see Evie get a little motion going, maybe look for a single. Last week against Menominee, he hit a couple of really beautiful singles. There's a whole lot of leg on this Linehan. Bounds we go with 10 seconds in the second. Still 1-0 in favor of Evie out of Hudson. And that is how the second period is going to end. Evie out of Hudson takes a 1-0 lead in the third, and Linehan, I'm sure, will start on bottom, and does, looking for his escape too to tie this matchup. Evie goes right to the ankle. Evie doing a nice job of breaking Linehan down out of his base. Try to keep him on the mat here. Now try to get some arm control, hand control, and try to work a turn. And out of the bounds we go. goes right back to that ankle again. Linehan looking to do a switch. Eby does a nice job of covering. Has his opponent broke down. His opponent keeps crawling out of bounds. We got to get a stalling out of that one. That's the second time in a row he crawls right to the sideline. And out of bounds we go. Still 1-0 in favor of Eby with 1:11 to go. 215-pound match. Linehan trying to come around. Eby trying to ride him out. And there it is. 55 seconds to go in the first. It's 1-1 now. All right, Eby's got to get busy here. Come on, 40 seconds ago, still tied up 1 apiece. The way the first 3 periods went, no real shot attempts. I think we're going to be going to overtime. Down to our final 5 seconds. And that's how regulation is going to end. We're all tied up at 1 apiece. First overtime of the night. Down to 30 seconds remaining in this first overtime. Out of bounds we go with 28 seconds left. Down to 18 seconds. Linehan looking for a shot possibly there. Eby blocks. And that is how the first overtime is going to go. No score, still tied 1-1. Now we go into our 30 seconds of riding. Linehan will have first chance of trying to escape here. Eby did a nice job of riding during the match to see if he can ride him out for 30 here, go to his 30, escape, and win this thing in overtime. Eby goes right back to that ankle, driving forward. Gotta keep driving forward, break those hips. Driving forward, doing a nice job of riding. He's gotta stay in bounds. Stay in bounds. Oh, he couldn't quite hold him in. 8 seconds to go. All right, Nathan's got to ride him with 8 seconds here. Oh. Eby goes right back to that deep waist ankle. He can't give this up. Can't give it up. Oh, and he gives it up right at the buzzer. Not over yet, folks. Evie still gets 30 seconds of his own. Evie trying to come up. And that's how it's going to end. Too near fall for Matt Linehan. Wins by a score of 5-1 over Evie Hudson. That's going to bring the team score 28-13 now. Brings up heavyweight, where we're going to see junior Nicholas Johnson take on senior Clayton Truler out of Hudson. All right, here we go, heavyweight. Big size discrepancy, as you all can see. See if Clayton can get in there and get some leg attacks going. Got to fight this off right on the edge. Oh, and he does give him the 2. Right on the edge of the mat. Coach Hans is going to try to challenge this. It never works out that way, but at least he can put a word in the ear of the ref. As is, Johnson has a 2-0 lead over Truler with 1:15 to go in the first period. Coach Hansen stating his case over there, but you know they're not going to take the points away. But a little birdie in the ref's ear on the next close call may go our way. Looks like Johnson's going to cut him. Does. 2-1 now in favor of Johnson. Clayton trying to come inside, maybe work a little bear hug or a trip. Johnson wrestling the edge of the mat here. Down to the final 20 seconds of this first period. Truler goes for a lat drop. Johnson rolls out of it. Ends up going behind and taking a 4-1 lead. 6 seconds to go in this first period. Let's see if Clayton can get up and out of here in 6 seconds. Have a caution on somebody. No? No caution. that's how the first is going to end. Nicholas Johnson takes a 4-1 lead and choice into the second period. He's going to choose neutral. Trying to come inside. Johnson continuing to wrestle the edge of the mat. Truler looking for a possible leg snatch. Now Johnson trying to stack up Truler. Both of them go out of bounds. Minute 11 to go in the second period. Johnson coming in with the big underhooks again, trying to stack up Truler. Truler wisely pummels back in. Awful careful here. Good. At the end of 2, 4-1 still in favor of Johnson over Truler. Truler will have choice. Interesting decision here. Truler's going to take top going into the third, down by 3. Coaches must think Truler can turn Johnson. Would be nice. Now we're going to get a caution. Big scramble here. Nope, they both go out of bounds. Truler still has control. Come on, Truler. Truler's got to flatten him out, break him out of that stance, and look for an arm bundle or a half. You got to drive him forward. Drive him forward. You got to break him out of that stance. There's the escape. 5-1 now in favor of Johnson. Down to the final minute. Truler looking for another lat drop, possibly. Yeah, can see it coming, just didn't quite have it tight enough. Johnson a little bit too tall, I think, for Clayton. Johnson now up with a 7-1 lead with 30 seconds ago, excuse me. Third and final period at heavyweight. 7-2 now. And that is how it's going to end. Nick Johnson of River Falls wins by a score of 7-2 over Clayton Truler. Tightening up the match a little bit, 28-16 now. We have 3 matches to go. We're going to see freshman Nathan Kinnaman of River Falls taking on senior Jordan Baumgartner of Hudson. Let's see if Baumgartner can get a big pin here after dropping these last 2 matches. Baumgartner in on a low single. And out of bounds we go. Kinnaman coming in looking for a fireman. Baumgartner counters and sprawls. Baumgartner goes to a front head. Got a score off this now. Trying to come around, now run that right into a cradle, Baumgartner does score the first 2 points of this match at 103 pounds. Early 2-0 lead with a minute to go in the first. Baumgartner looking to throw the legs in. Now he goes right into the power half. Now Baumgartner looking for a guillotine. He's got to break Kinnaman down though. Approaching the final 10 seconds. That's how the first's going to end. Baumgartner takes a 2-0 lead into the second period. Baumgartner defers. Kinnaman's going to take neutral. Minute 30 to go, still 2-0. Got a little blood time. All right, here we are back after that blood time. Still minute 30 to go, still 2-0 in favor of Baumgartner. We got a caution on Kinnaman. Close call there on the edge of the mat. Minute 2 to go. Bob Gardner goes in looking for that low single. See if he can finish this. And does. 4-0 now in favor of Bob Gardner. Bob Gardner looking for a cradle. He's got 30 seconds to go. Can't quite lock it up. That's how the second period ends. 4-0 in favor of Bob Gardner. Bob Gardner has choice. Will start the third on bottom. Kinnaman looking for a coffee grinder here. Bob Gardner's got to get moving. Get up to his base and get out of there. And then we get a stop in the action. Ref looking for possibly blood. Nope. Minute 23 to go in the third. Still 4-0 lead for Bob Gardner. Now Bob Gardner trying to make it to his feet. Trying to pick hands, does. 5-0 now in favor of Bob Gardner. Minute 12 to go. Bob Gardner in on that low single again. See if he can score. Seconds ago. Coaches are urging Bob Gardner on. They want him to score at least 3 more points here to get some more team points. Another stalemate with 17 seconds to go. Oh, Joy. 13 seconds to go. Still 5-0. Scores another 2 to make it 7-0, but he's not going to have enough time to get a major out of it. That's how it ends. Jordan Baumgartner wins by a score of 7-0 over Nathan Kinnaman, bringing the team score 31-16 now. Brings up 112 pounds. We're going to see junior Breyer Tepp out of River Falls taking on freshman Nick Nelson of Hudson. Right on the edge of the mat, both still in the collar tie, and we get a restart. Nelson looking for a goal behind and gets it to score the first 2 points of this match. Nelson goes right into a deep waist looking for a bar. He's doing a nice job of keeping Tep broke down to his belly. He's got to get out to the side and drive him forward, drive forward. There he goes. Now he's tying up an arm. Nelson's still working on that deep waist bar. Down to 20 seconds to go in the first. Nelson looking for a 2-on-1 tilt here maybe. Nope, that's how the first ends. 2-0 in favor of Nelson. Briar's choice defers. Nelson will go down to start the second. Nelson right straight up to his feet. Tep trying to work his own 2-on-1 bar. All right, Nelson's got to keep his head up, get back up to his base here. Tep trying to throw the legs in now. And we go out of bounds with 51 seconds left in the second period. All right, Nelson's got to explode off that bottom again. Tep did a nice job of riding out Nelson, so he's got to realize that and get up and get out of there to his feet. Well, Nelson tries to come up. Tep goes right to the ankle, but he's got to stay in his base and come back up again. Tep's trying to put the legs in. Nelson looking to reverse them, and does a nice job. 4-0 now with 33 seconds to go in the second period. Nelson goes right back to work on that bar. Still trying to work that bar, but that's how the second period's going to end. 4-0. Tep will have choice. Probably going to go neutral and does. And out of bounds we go. Minute 44 to go in this 112-pound match. Down to a minute 25, still 4-0. Tep comes in looking for a single. Now trying to switch it into a double. Nelson's trying to fight off the shot attempt. Right on the edge of the mat. He is stalemate with a minute 2 to go in the match. Seven seconds to go. Just not much action to talk about. Now Nelson in on a shot. There we go. Single into a double and takes a 6-0 lead with 36 seconds to go. There we go. Finally we get some action. Nelson's going to go right back to that deep waist bar. Tep trying to sit out. And we get a stalemate. Nelson's going to get a caution, putting all his weight on him before he goes on. Okay, 6-1 now. Tep looking for the big throw. Hey, we can get some major bonus points here. We should. Should be 8-1 and 2-10-1. Nicely done by Nick Nelson. Nick Nelson of Hudson wins by a score of 10-1 over Briar Tep. It's going to give major to Nelson, bringing the score 35-16. Also brings up the last match of the night. We're going to see senior Peter Wolf out of River Falls taking on junior Gordon Johnson of Hudson. Should be a good match. Johnson right now is ranked 6th in the latest rankings. Wolf unranked, but a veteran, been in a lot of big matches. Should be a very competitive match. Johnson takes a shot, Wolf counters, Johnson right back in on a reshot. Wolf doing a nice job of sprawling. And there Johnson secures first takedown. Wolf up to his feet. Johnson takes him right back down. Johnson looking at possible leg Turk there. Trying to get that leg Turk in. And out of bounds we go. Still 2-0 with a minute to go in the first period. That's the second caution on Johnson now. Only a minute into this match. He's going to have to be careful here on out. Wolf does get the escape, 2-1 now. Johnson in a nice looking single. Wolf does a nice job of fighting it off. Johnson goes back in looking for that single again. And scores this time. 4-1 now in favor of Johnson. Nicely done. And out of bounds we go. 9 seconds ago, first period, 119. Johnson with a 4-1 lead. Wolf trying to get out before the end of the period. Johnson riding tough. And does ride him out. Gordon Johnson takes a 4-1 lead, defers. Wolf will go down to start the second period. Wolf quickly up to his feet. Johnson takes him back down. Trying to come out, does. 4-2 now. Gordon's got that nice looking high crotch to a single going. Let's see if he can keep that up. Goes for it again. Wolf goes down with a low ankle pick his own. Johnson goes behind him and scores a 6-2 lead now. Down to 42 seconds to go in the second. Johnson doing a nice job of riding Wolf. And out of the bounds we go. Up to his feet. Johnson takes him back down. Gordon doing a nice job of riding them, the remaining 25 seconds of this second period. That's the end of the second. 6-2 in favor of Johnson. Johnson's got choice. We'll start the third on bottom. Johnson up to his feet quickly. Nice. 3 seconds and out. 7-2 now. We're going to have an injury time. All right, here we are back, minute 30 after that injury timeout. Looked like Johnson hurt maybe his right thumb. Seems to be okay. Johnson looking for that single again. Turns that single into a double, and out of bounds they go. Wolf in on his own looking single, and into a double, and out of bounds they go. Minute 5 to go. Johnson looks like he got maybe poked in the eye. And we're back. Johnson looked for that single again. And there it is, 9-2. 9-3. Okay, one more takedown puts us into a major. Wolf in looking for a shot, gets extended. Johnson looking for a good old-fashioned cow catcher, trying to go around to get the major decision. There it is. 11-3 now with 13 seconds to go in the match. Johnson does have his major decision, just needs to ride him out. That's how it's going to end. Gordon Johnson of Hudson wins by a score of 11-3 over Peter Wolf, bringing the final team score, your Hudson Raiders 39, River Falls Wildcats 16. That puts the Raiders 3-0 in the conference. Up next for the Raiders, they are heading out tomorrow, about 11 o'clock tomorrow, to the Fond du Lac for the big and tough Marty Loy. And then next week we have our quad, which I believe is in Somerset, and we'll be bringing you those. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.